Yo, YouTube, we back again. You know how we do it. Best that ever did it. We coming to smack the UFC coming out for UFC 292. We got the early prelims to start off with. We got Andre Petrosky, 9-2, versus Gerald Mearshart. Mearshart, 35-16, 35 years old, 6'1", 77.5 reach. He's coming in like alright, you know what I'm saying? He's winning a lot of his subs though. He's coming in 27 subs out of 35 wins. He's a sub king. If he gets taken to the floor with Andre, I think Gerald could sub him. I do see a sub happening if he goes to the floor, but he got knocked out in his last fight in the first round. Lost by unanimous decision. But yeah, man. I think we see Andre come in here, try to pound him on the feet, and Gerald try to take a lot of shoots, try to get him to that floor, man. He knows he got the advantage on the floor. And I think Andre tries to pound him out, come knock him out. His last knockout win was in 2021, 2 years ago. Other than that, he's got 2 subs and a unanimous decision. Before that, he lost in a sub to a guillotine, so I think he can get a sub by a veteran too. Yeah, I could see this fight going to Gerald Mearshart if it goes to the floor, but if it's standing up, I think Gerald could get dropped. I think Gerald could get dropped. Very likely. What do I see more likely happening, man? It's a tough one, man. Honestly, I'm gonna lean with I'm just gonna lean with man, I'm honestly lean with Gerald Mearshart. It's just like something telling me like if he doesn't get knocked out, I don't think he can out grapple him, man. If he doesn't get knocked out, I think he wins this fight. Next game we got Andrea Lee, 7-0. I mean, no, I'm so sorry. 13-7. My bad. She's definitely not 7-0. 13-7. Coming against a hot Natalia Silva, man. Natalia Silva's won her last 5 fights, I believe. She's been looking pretty solid, man. Woo! KO. Sub. She's been snapping, man. Snapping. But yeah, she's coming into a tough Andrea Lee, though. I'll give it Andrea that. She is tough, man. She got a little bit of power on her, but not a lot of volume. She's like pretty much a glass chin at times, though. I mean, I'm so sorry. Damn, I'm tripping. She's not really a glass chin type of person. She's pretty tough, but she just can't really land more volume than Natalia Silva. I do not see her winning more rounds than Natalia Silva at all. I think the fight is clearly cut for Natalia Silva. Natalia Silva, money line, lock. Next fight, we got Karina Silva versus Marina Moroz. I already know Marina Moroz beat Karina Silva last time they fought. But I think this is a different Karina Silva, the killer Karina Silva. I think she's learned from her mistakes. It's got much better. Both of them coming in with 4 losses and 5 more wins for Karina Silva. I think she's been on the more of a dominant hunt. Marina Moroz never been finished. I think she gets finished today. I think she gets her revenge, man. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is a different style, man. It's a different fucking animal. When you facing people that's got Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you always got to be on alert for a lot of different shit. They got good takedown defense. She's got her deep takedown defense up. I think this is a different fight than what we seen last time. I think she's favored for a reason. Momentum's on her side. I think Karina Silva comes out with a vengeance, with a chip on her shoulder, like, yeah, you thought you beat me for real? I think she gets the job done. Brazilians are coming hard, man. Coming hard on this card. Brazilians are coming hard on this card. I think we see. I think I see Marina Moroz get finished for the first time. Let's go to the next one. We're skipping that Brad Katona fight. We got Austin Hubbard versus Kurt Holobaugh. Austin Hubbard, man, I think he's the better fighter. Honestly, I think he's just like a little bit smarter on defense and landing more shots that's worth landing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do think he is a decision fighter, like you see in his last 5 fights. July he did fight against Roberts, and he was a wins, split decision. Could have went either way. Maybe it was controversial to some people, but Kurt coming in with a 1 inch reach disadvantage. 1 inch reach disadvantage. In his last 5 fights, he's coming in with 3 of his last 5 fights won. All by KO. He got power on him, man. He's got power. Kurt might be an underdog, man. Like I said, that Brazilian jiu-jitsu is something to watch out for. I think Austin Hubbard is the clear-cutter, better rounded, better scorer. He's the better scorer. Like, to fill up the stat sheets, he will get better scores. Like, but I think his power is a little bit on the weaker side. Kurt got more power than him, and I think Kurt can finish him, man, if he gets caught big. Kurt's just took a big gap against his last 2-3 fights. He fought 2020, then he fought 2021, then he fought 2023. And that was in the XFC twice, and then the Ultimate Fighter. 2 UFC fights before that were both losses. Sub by Burgos, and unanimous decision. I think Kurt got power, man. I think Kurt displays his power today. I think Kurt's a live underdog. I'm going to take Kurt Hollabaugh on that one. But I like, if Kurt doesn't knock him out, I think Hubbard wins in a decision. Gregory Rodriguez, Brazilian, coming in here, 6'3", 2-inch reach disadvantage. Orthodox versus Orthodox. Man, he landing them significant strikes though, man. He got three knockouts in his last 2 fights. And he got knocked out himself in his last fight. That was in January. Start the year off. I think I'm gonna go with Gregory Rodriguez in this. Dennis Tululilin. I'm not backing this guy, man. This guy is a fool. This guy's a joke. He does have raw power though, like brute strength. He just obviously is gonna have that. He's 185. He's pretty strong. You know what I'm saying, as a striker. But he's just not finishing fights. He's not getting no good grappling on the ground, no good ground game. If Gregory Rodriguez take him to the ground, this is a loss for him automatically. I think he does have raw power. He could catch him, maybe, but it's a big maybe. And I'm going to lean with the Gregory Rodriguez side, another Brazilian for the win. We got Chris Weidman coming in after a brutal leg injury against Uriah Hall. 39 years old against Brad Tavares, who can't knock out anybody. Brad Tavares, they did try to do him a favor against Chris Weidman after that brutal injury, giving him a Brad Tavares fight that no, Brad Tavares isn't knocking out anybody at all. No power. But I do think Brad Tavares is in a better shape. He's the better, I don't know what he's really better in, but he's the better probably condition right now, better health, better age, shit like that. Not coming off of a brutal injury. And I think that injury replays in the back of Weidman's head, man. Like, just, you got to kick different now. You got to take leg kicks different now. Like, I think Brad Tavares takes control of that. And I'm just fading Chris Weidman, honestly. I'm not going to stand for him after that. I wouldn't even be comfortable fighting after that. Next up, we got Marlon Vera, Cheeto Vera versus Pedro Munoz. Now this is a good matchup, man. Pedro is pretty sneaky, an underdog right here. He has a major reach of disadvantage. I think Cheeto is gonna use his reach advantage against him. It was a no contest against Sean O'Malley. I hate to see that. But other than that, man, he's won against Gutierrez and then Rivera. But he's a 3-round fighter. I think if he goes 3 rounds with Cheeto Vera is gonna win. Cheeto Vera is a late motor. I think Cheeto Vera is gonna use that reach advantage. I'm going Cheeto Vera money line. Simple game to me right there. Damon Blackshear, he's a raw strength talent versus Mario Bautista. In the bantamweight division, Bautista is pretty much the better guy to me. This guy, Damon Blackshear, he's been pretty solid, man, in his last 2 fights. Got a knockout and a sub. But those are against guys that's not on Bautista's level. Bautista is a much better fighter. 12-2 in his last 14 pro fights. Bautista's coming into this one with a 3-reach disadvantage. But this guy could submission guys, man, bad. Last 3 fights out by sub. And he's going against a little bit better competition. And he's been getting subs early. 1 round. Man, if you that good on the ground and get a sub in 1 round 3 times in a row, you good. You really good. If Blackshear want to take it to the ground with him, man, I don't think he's gonna win that battle. Blackshear could bang it out with him on the floor, but I think Bautista is a little bit more polished, man, altogether. I'm going to go with Bautista on the money line. Next up, we got Ian Gary versus Neil Magny. Ian Gary money line. I'm not taking Neil Magny, man. Neil Magny makes a lot of weak people look good versus a good guy. And Ian Gary, I think he makes him look even better. Simple. Shang Weili Shang versus Amanda Lemos. You know this champion is serious, man. I'm not gonna lie, she's a different animal. And this is another Brazilian that I'm fading on the card. I love my Brazilians, but I'm gonna have to go against Amanda on this one. She made Esparza look silly. Nama Nunes, that was a controversial one in the last split decision, but she probably did lose that one just a little bit by the volume, but Nama Nunes did knock her out first time. And you see she has consistency. She beat the girl for the title, split decision, and then she knocked her out the next time they fought. So I think she shows good resiliency, man. Honestly, that was a perfect head kick by Nama Nunes to knock her out. So that was like, if she didn't have that happen, she probably would have won that too. Amanda Lemos coming in this one though, 13-2. She's got great power too. She's a sneaky underdog too, man. I wouldn't take her too lightly. She could finish people by the via knockout, but she hasn't fought yet in 2023. I think she comes in a little bit rustier than Shang Weili, the champion. Champions got to stay at champions levels. I think she's more rounded. I think Zhang Weili finishes this one. Or gets it by decision at least. I think she wins the match though. And main event, baby, Sean O'Malley, 16-1 against my boy Aljamain Sterling, Jamaica's boy. Shout out all my Jamaicans out there, boy, the rude boy them. But man, I got my boy Aljamain out here, man. He looking pretty good, man. Oh man, he looking pretty good, man. Corey Sandhagen, he submissioned him. You know how good Corey Sandhagen looking. Corey Sandhagen waiting for the winner of this fight to go rematch whoever. I know he wishing Aljamain win so he could get his rematch. Man, Aljamain could win it so many ways, man. I like how he fight a lot. But I also like Sean O'Malley too, man. Honestly, man. Sean O'Malley coming to this one with raw talent, man. He's got 1 inch reach advantage. He's a great finisher, man. Knockout, knockout, knockout. No contest versus Munoz. And then Peter Yan won with a split decision again. If it goes to split decision, I might give it to Aljamain. But if we see a knockout, man, I do want to see Sean O'Malley get a little humble. But I think Sean O'Malley got enough power to knock this boy out too. So it's like a coin flip game to me, man. It's a coin flip matchup. But I'm gonna ride with Aljamain Sterling, man. I'm gonna just ride with him. But I am gonna put money on Sean O'Malley though, just like a straight bet. Probably just for the fun of it, cause I could see a scenario in him winning if he just outlasts him and just gets him tired, and he just catch him like with some quick volume shots and heavy hits, man. Ramp up the volumes and just shock the world, man. I think he could do that. But if everything goes well, I think Aljamain wins this. And we see a Corey Sandhagen too. Aljamain Sterling, Corey Sandhagen too. But that's my predictions for UFC 292. Be sure to leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Hit that notification bell. I will be dropping more. Every big card like this, I will be dropping. So catch my predictions. We gonna smash the books, man. Let's win this money. Keep beating the odds. Stay positive, and let's cash, man. Let's do it. It's your boy, yo.